Hello everyone, welcome back. I haven't posted for a while because I've had to go to a wedding and I'm in the process of moving across the country. On top of that, my dog died, which was a kicker, so I've been pretty busy lately and have been unable to post or anything. So I'm trying to catch up right now with a Paldea Prologue video. It was this tournament at the very beginning of the month last month, and it's a unique tournament because it had basically, you were allowed to have either a Koraidon or Miraidon on your team, and then a regular team. I kind of want to do a review of that, things I learned, and potentially experiences and things you can learn in doing tournaments like this in the future. So let me do a quick little team breakdown before we do anything else, so I can kind of like show you guys how my experience went. Alright, so I decided to go with Koraidon instead of Miraidon for this team, because I had easier access to this Pokemon than I did Miraidon, and I really like the idea of setting up a Sun team because I really like weather, and so I kind of just went with that. So, quick little rundown. I like this, with his ability to set up the Sun, I decided to just try to combo most of my team into that. So Fluttermane would get a speed boost from this, so making it the fastest on the field. Scoville with a speed boost with this, with Chlorophyll, making it the fastest on the field. And Great Tusk would get an attack boost with this, making it just hit like a truck when the sun was up. So just considering all these things, the sun was a really important part of this team, and I expected there to be more people to bring things to counter this, like Bomb of Snow or Propelliper, stuff like that, but I didn't really see any of that. That's really surprising. I do suspect when Koraidon and Miraidon are full meta, there will be like Pokemon brought in at least just to get rid of that sun. But for now, there wasn't a lot of that in this tournament. How I did do the same thing though. Instead of trying to get rid of the weather, I tried to get rid of the other team's electric terrain. And that's pretty much the whole reason I brought in Didi. So I figured that's pretty good synergy with this team. And then finally, I had Scizor. While it has terrible synergy with Indeedee, I really needed a Fluttermane counter, and so that's why I went with that one. But yeah, aside from that, basically it was just a Sun team. But so Koraidon here, he's just super fast, super hard hitting. His role was to set up the Sun and knock things out. He's basically he could be a revenge killer, or I could lead him and just do a lot of damage. Actually, my favorite lead for this tournament was putting Scoville with him because Scoville has Rage Power, Solar Beam, and Will-O-Wisp. He's really my MVP. I won a lot of matches just because of him. If not just because of like the damage output with the Solar Beam, then just with like the support he provided. Because Will-O-Wisp was really clutch in a lot of scenarios where I was able to burn things, and Rage Powder was really nice for redirection. It was really nice having two redirectors on the team. Unfortunately, the synergy kind of stopped there for the tournament because I'm sure you've noticed aside from Scizor, I don't have a lot of stuff that's strong against Fairy. I have let's say three Pokemon that are weak to Fairy. I'm including Fluttermane because, well, it's not weak to Fairy. It can't really hit them hard, and it would just get like walled by other Fluttermanes that had like a tiny bit of like investment in other stats. But yeah, aside from that, that's a basic rundown. Just quick little rules again. Heavy hitter, counter to Miraidon and other Koraidons, potentially. I made sure the stats would 1-hit KO all of them. Fluttermane standard, just do lots of damage. Redirection and support, also counter the electric terrain. Support and pretty good damage. Probably MVP. Great Tusk was just straight up damage with Assault Vest, so he's tanky and gets to be switching and survive and hit back harder. And Scizor, which had more speed control and Bullet Punch. But now that I've gone over that, I'm going to go over some of the things that I wish I did differently on this team. Right, a couple things I did differently was put a Steel type move on Koraidon because the Fairy types walled him, Fairy Terra types walled him. You know, there are a couple times I didn't bring Scizor on teams because they didn't have a fairy type, and then what happens? You know, someone Terra types into fairy type, and that's kind of the game. Like, we can try to slug it out, but like in the end, there's not a lot I can do in a scenario like that. And that, I think, was my biggest mistake, was that I know I keep just talking about fairy types, but like the type coverages on this team isn't the greatest. I know there are like a lot of like different Pokemon, but like they don't have the best coverage. At least the coverage I should have like invested in these guys. And so I'd say the main issue is that I didn't, and really the lesson I learned from this is that I didn't play test these Pokemon. And by that I mean I only built them. I just kind of assumed they would do pretty good based on the calcs. I didn't like have a situation area where I could have played them against other teams and figured out like the issues and stuff like that, which is what I should have. My first lesson is always play test your Pokemon when going into a tournament. The second thing is that their Terra types are not the Terra types I have on here. They were the stock Terra types I had when I caught them because I ran out of time before I could like enter the tournament and start it. So that hurt me a lot, I'm not gonna lie. All of them except Indeedee and Scovillain had not optimal Terra types. And I lost a couple of games because of that. I'd say those are the two main things I learned from this tournament is give yourself enough time to build your team and play test your team, and give yourself enough time to change that team up if it's not going great. You know, be able to make adjustments. But you'll be able to see that when I go over when I play matches from the tournament. I'm gonna first play a match that I lost, and I'm gonna play a match that I won, just so you can see the effectiveness of this team and what it's kind of good at and what it's bad at. I figured that kind of help you guys, you know. And I'm sure that Miraidon and Koraidon are be kind of available to use again, so it'll get kind of like some team building ideas going for when they are available again. Really, one difference I would have made, you guys didn't see it, but there is one mistake I made, I think, that cost me the game. It looks like they're going to be on a Miraidon team, and they have nothing to counter my weather. So I think I'm free to go Scovillain, and then Indeedee. Scovillain's the fastest creature alive. And then who would be good? I'm kind of thinking the Great Tusk. Yeah, the Great Tusk. You think he's the best asset for this team right now? I mean, there's a case for Fluttermane, but Fluttermane might be better. Like, her speed might be the best asset. The problem is, no, because I need someone to hit Arcanine. So the only thing is, I thought I had trained Great Tusk to be a ground type instead of a fighting type, but I accidentally kept him as a fighting Terra type, and that's going to become an issue in the game going forward. Okay. That's an interesting start. So I'm gonna probably just try to take out the Goldego. The thing is, what do I do about the Scream Tail? Should I Rage Powder? I mean, other thing you can do is set up a screen. I have no idea what the Scream Tail wants to even do. Let's do a Will-O-Wisp. Okay, he's gonna protect. This way at least I get some damage off. Not damage, but like I put the Screamtail on like a... Okay, it's gonna reflect. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we missed that. It's fine. We did basically nothing. We're gonna get the Flare Blitz. For sure, maybe. Rather than stay in, I think... Okay, let's Solar Beam. No, I'm fine Will-O-Wisping the Screamtail. I think that first turn was good if I just repeat it. Because I'd like to get something consistent off on the Screamtail. Yeah, just deleted that guy. Misty Terrain. That's fine by me. I like the Misty Terrain. Better than Electric Terrain. We miss again. Wow. Iron Valiant. I'm curious about your decisions to use Misty Terrain. This thing's a glass cannon, right? I'm pretty sure it is. No, we don't. Do we even need Scovillain in? How many turns of... Hold on, how many turns of... Song do we have? 3 more turns, okay. Third Will-O-Wisp the Charm. Yeah, here comes the Miraidon, I suspect. Arcanine, okay. I don't really mind that. They have, so they don't even have the Miraidon in this game. I think they were checking to see if I'm Scarfed or Choice Banded. Okay, there goes Koraidon, that's not great. No, we've missed so many Will-O-Wisps. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, so that time is because of the Misty Terrain. So that means... I think we just win this with Great Tusk at this point. I just keep hitting Clicking Earthquake. And then whoever is next to him will use Follow Me or Rage Powder. Check status. Okay, so they have another 2 turns of Reflect up. I don't think that changes what I have to do here. Let's see what this does. I'm pretty confident we're gonna be... Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna do a lot of damage. Scovillain's probably going down. Arcanine survived, which is unfortunate. That's weird that it didn't try to use like Will-O-Wisp or something, right? Okay, I'm gonna hope Great Tusk can win us the game here. We got Psychic Terrain up instead. And the Arcanine is trouble. I guess just follow me. I could also Helping Hand, not yet. I think if I Helping Hand it would be next turn. I don't like how this Screamtail is gonna slowly chip us down though. And we're losing the Speed War. Misty Terrain, that's fine. Flare Blitz. So I need NDV, okay. That's not good. I think we lose here. I think because Arsenal might faded. Dang it, okay. I think Iron Vine's gonna take us out. Just Earthquake again. Psycho Cut, yeah. Oh wow, this does not do a lot actually. The problem is that they can double up, and again, I wish I had Terrestrialized into ground, but I didn't train it quickly. Wow, the Iron Valen is bulky? I thought it wasn't bulky. I must be running a bulky set. Alright, so that first game was really embarrassing. It's actually my 4th game in the tournament. After coming off 3 wins in a row, I think I got a little cocky, and I make an embarrassing mistake of mixing up Misty Terrain and Psychic Terrain 3 turns in a row. Not that it mattered, because Villain wasn't really the linchpin in that match. I should have just switched him out. But what that match does really highlight is how much Arcanine is an issue for my team. He burns all my physical attackers, walls everyone else, and I can't take care of him for this tournament, and that's one of the things I really wish I had checked by playing Showdown, because he's a really prevalent Pokemon I just didn't think about. I figured Great Tusk can take him out, but no, Great Tusk cannot take him out. Maybe if I had like huge attack investments or something like that, we could do something, but unfortunately, Arcanine was like a wall I couldn't get around this whole tournament. That wasn't the only mistake I made though. Just this whole team setup it's very skewed towards attack, even with like 2 dedicated support Pokemon, and that doesn't sound right, but it is. And I ended up making a couple of other really embarrassing mistakes, and this team that really highlights like the issues with my build, and I don't really want to say it, so let's just play the clip. Which, the thing is, we're going first because we got Scovillain on the team. Okay, Holucha. Electric Seed. I don't care about your boosted defense. So I could try to just take Miraidon out. The problem is I don't know what the speed tiers are gonna be. Because we're tied. Because we have the exact same speed. Or I can switch in. You know what, I'm feeling, it's early the tournament, I'm feeling like we're gonna try to risk it and go for the KO. Will-O-Wisp with the Holucha. Ooh, he Terrestrialized. Why didn't I think of that? That was very smart. Terrestrialized into a fairy? That's really smart. Wow. I wish I had done that to my Koraidon. Acrobatics. That's a lot of damage. Wow, we missed the Will-O-Wisp too. This is not a great start. That was the game was going to take us out. Okay. So all that was pretty embarrassing, and I feel like I need to show you guys this because it really highlights the important team building, because I did not have anything for that Miraidon. Sure, I had Scizor, but I didn't bring him in the back pocket. Like, I took a really dangerous risk by just hoping that Koraidon would win the speed tie, and I didn't need to. There would have been a different game if I had switched Indeedee in, or if I had used what's it called, a Rage Powder with a Scovillain or something like that. But I took a very risky move and I didn't build my team around as I should have. You can't predict everything, and that's another reason it's important to playtest your team. Even then, you have to accept though that you're gonna come up with some terrible matches. Yet, I still had a lot of fun playing this tournament, and I think I highlight in the next match. While I don't have the overview where I talked over it because I had audio issues with this, it was still a really fun match I want to show you guys. Alright everyone, that was the live battles. Just hope you can get something out of it, so you can see how this team works and how it doesn't work. Anyways, this is the basic format of the tournament. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. I just wanted a quick little, screenshot or something that you guys could see and see how the rules of the tournament worked. Quick little breakdown of the tournament. With the first day with this team, I was like 13 or 12 or 13 wins to 15 games, which is really good. I scored like the top 200 and change, I believe. And then as the tournament went on, I started going up against more and more experienced teams with, better teams overall, people who were more interested and dedicated and put more time into the game. And my score started to drop. Let me tell you, I think I went from like top 300 to 1,000 and change. And I could really tell that, my team was not the best yet, and I should have play tested it or something. And by the third day, I believe I was like very close to being even, if not positive at all. I kind of stopped paying attention, and I tried to learn all my lessons for this tournament. Let me tell you. Let me just reiterate those points again. First of all, play test your team. It's super important in seeing what all your weaknesses and kinks and what your team is good at, what it's bad at. See, really work out your win conditions and stuff like that. Second, make sure your terror types are the ones you want, and you actually thought about it and have made them. Don't just throw together terror types. It can really change a game. And finally, to give yourself enough time to actually build the team that you want and test the team. There's no point if you run out of time for building it when, you don't have time to play test it or see if it's any good or whatever. Aside from that, going forward, I'm probably going to release one video a week. I am hoping to do one video on a team built around every single treasure. I might do a sequel video to each treasure if I figure out like something better on that team, like a swap out a Pokemon or something like that, but who knows. I have no idea when I'll end up doing a team of every type. I still plan on getting that done though. We'll see when that happens. But for now, see you guys later.